Welcome to our channel, where we explore the legends and untold stories of Japan's mysterious yokai, the supernatural beings, woven into the heart of Japanese folklore. Yokai are far more than creatures of fear. They were born from our ancestors' awe of nature, and from the subtle stirrings of the human heart, the crystallization of an ancient imagination, and a reflection of the Japanese soul itself. Within these stories lie the quiet thoughts and feelings of the people who shaped Japan's culture and traditions. By coming to know them, you too will come to know Japan more deeply than ever before. Now, let us begin today's journey into the world of yokai.
The Gashadokuro, a giant skeleton, 15 meters tall, built from the bones of countless forgotten dead. In old Japan, there is an ancient warning. On moonless nights, deep on the empty plains where great battles were once fought, something moves in the darkness. The sound of bones grinding together, carried on the wind. The shape of a colossal skeleton, taller than the treetops, standing over a field of human bones. Its eye sockets burn with deep red embers of forgotten rage. This is the Gashadokuro, the starving giant skeleton of Japan. The late Heian period of Japan, around the years 1000 to 1200, Japan was entering an age of endless war. The rise of the samurai had begun, and across the country great battles raged from province to province. When a battle ended, the dead were left where they fell. There were no families to claim them, there were no burials, there were no funeral rites. The corpses were stripped by scavengers, picked clean by crows, washed by rain, and over the months and years, the battlefields became vast plains of white bones. But the rage of the dead did not fade. Why had they died? Why had no one prayed for them? The unanswered questions of the unburied dead gathered in silence, waiting for a single dark night. One windless midnight on a forgotten battlefield, the scattered bones of the dead began to move. A single finger bone twitched, then lifted into the air. A skull rose from the dirt and began to spin. Bones tore themselves up from the ground by the thousands, swirling together in a great vortex of motion. The fingers found other fingers. The ribs found a spine. The skulls climbed upon one another, until at the center of the empty plain, a colossal humanoid figure had assembled itself in the dark sky, 15 meters tall, built entirely from human bones. A single giant skeleton, made of thousands of dead souls. The empty eye sockets of its great skull began to glow. Deep red, ember red, the color of unfinished rage, the Gashadokuro had awakened. That same night, a lone traveler walked along an old road that crossed the abandoned battlefield. He did not know what had happened on this land long ago. He carried only a paper lantern and a small sword at his side. The lantern flame flickered. The traveler felt a sudden cold. Slowly, he raised his eyes to the sky. And above him, blocking out the stars, was the colossal skull of the Gashadokuro. Its red eye sockets glowed down at him. Its enormous jaw opened with the sound of grinding bone. The traveler froze. A massive bone hand, built from 100 human fingers, descended through the air toward him. He had time only to drop his lantern. The Gashadokuro takes its revenge upon the living, upon any human who walks where the dead were forgotten. And it has never stopped hunting. Soon, villagers in the surrounding region began to notice. Travelers who took the old road across the empty plain were never seen again, only their bones scattered on the path by morning. In desperation, the villagers called for a Buddhist high priest. The priest came alone to the battlefield just before dawn. He carried a small altar, 2 candles, an incense burner, and a sutra scroll. He set up the altar in the middle of the bone-covered plain, and for many days and nights he chanted the sutras without rest. He called out, one by one, the names of every soldier he could remember from the old battles. You are not forgotten. You may rest now, you may go. That night, the Gashadokuro appeared one final time, but its red eye sockets had dimmed. Its great body began to fall apart in the air, bones streaming back down to the earth. The colossal skeleton collapsed into a quiet pile of remains, and at last, the dead were allowed to sleep. The Gashadokuro was painted in 1845 by the great ukiyo-e master Utagawa Kuniyoshi, in his famous woodblock print, Soma no Furuderi, the most iconic image of the giant skeleton in Japanese art. In modern times, the Gashadokuro appears across anime, manga, and video games from Demon Slayer to Nura, Rise of the Yokai clan from Nioh to countless others. But the original legend carries a deeper meaning. The Gashadokuro is the cry of the forgotten dead, the people who died in war, in disaster, in poverty, those whose names were never recorded, whose graves were never built, whose families never came. Even in modern Tokyo, where towers of glass and steel rise from old battlefields and ancient graveyards somewhere beneath the city, the unburied still sleep. Some say that on certain moonless nights when a construction crew digs deep into the earth at the heart of an old city, a faint red glow can be seen rising from the pit. The bones of the dead remember everything, and the Gashadokuro is still waiting for the names of those who were never called home.
How did you find today's story? On this channel, we explore the legends and untold stories of Japan's ancient yokai. One by one, just as we did today. We hope you were able to feel the thoughts of those who came before us, hidden within these tales, and the subtle workings of the heart that lie behind Japan's culture and traditions. If you enjoyed today's story, please support us by subscribing, giving this video a like, and using the hype feature. It truly means a lot to us. Until next time, see you on our next journey.